So welcome everybody to Inspired CEOs trailer event. Look, these trailer events, they take place every fortnightly. They're fortnightly, bi-weekly, is that the word, is it? You're invited to
You
them
can use
all.
either.
Yeah, you can use all of that. Yeah, I'll introduce Martin to you in a moment. Hi Martin, we'll come to you in a minute. These are a taster session to our Inspired CEOs Game Changer Conversations. And you've been invited to this exclusive trailer because we think you'd really benefit from this and find value in being part of our CEO Inspired CEOs community. I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we're going along, but look, if you don't know me, I'm Andrew Jenkins and I'm joined today by Martin Rich. So Martin is, from his strapline on LinkedIn, is the co-founder and executive director of Future Fit Foundation. He has been called lots of things, but politely he's been called a radical innovator, a futurist, an international thought leader, a solution builder, and a passionate storyteller. Hello, good day to you, Martin. Great
Hi,
to have you
Andrew.
on our. Hi, how you doing? Great to have you on our trailer event.
Thank you.
Yeah, how you
Great
doing
to be
today?
here.
Great
Yeah,
to be
doing.
here. In fact, let me just give you a round of applause. Just 1 second.
Hey,
Ta-da. The
I
wonders
always
of
feel it's best to stop at this point because now you've had the applause. It's like just quit while you're ahead.
no pressure. Yeah, indeed. Absolutely. Isn't it amazing what we can do with, we've just got a virtual audience of thousands of people just applauding you just like that. Isn't it incredible?
Fantastic. I love it. Love it.
It is the wonders of modern technology. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So listen, look, Martin's company, FutureFit, it's highly focused on being a catalyst in radically shifting economic thinking and for you and your companies to invest in practical, sustainable agendas via practical tools. Okay, and today's trailer, Martin and I will be talking about how to make our companies business future fit in a world of discontinuous change. That's kind of our headline title. So we'll come back to you in a moment, Martin, just in a minute. But look, I just wanted to say, listen, these trailers, we've only just started out on these folks, and we're still feeling our way. We're making sort of slow steps, small strides, and we will have to start somewhere, right? So we start out small and we grow out from there, little baby steps. But our intention is very serious. We're trying to use these trailers, to a highly or extremely selective, exclusive, if you like, audience, and that's why you've been invited to this. So it's by invitation only. As we just want to grow this channel, but we also want to entice you and attract you to our Inspired CEOs community. But we want to do that in the right way. Okay, this is why we're doing this to just a small subset of people at a time. So normally we go live on LinkedIn, but for these kind of trailers, but today we just couldn't do that because Martin's got holiday commitments. I'm just about to travel myself. Martin's on holiday next week, so we couldn't do that. That's why we're shifting it into today. So it's going as a replay today. So just before we go into the main bit, look, just a bit of context setting for you. Look, before we get going. I'm one of 4 co-founders for Inspired CEOs. We've been going since lockdown 1. We've gone all the way through lockdown 2 and then to lockdown 3 and all the way to lockdown 33, however many lockdowns we seem to be having. And like Martin, we strongly believe there has never been a moment quite like this one. And we ain't going to snap back, folks, to pre-pandemic times either. We're just not going to do that. So, and with that in mind, our objective for Inspired CEOs over the last 15 months or so has been building an extraordinary community of CEOs. And our idea is that we want to grow each other personally, be accountable to each other. And it begins really with an inside-out mindset, where that mindset shift starts, that leads to game-changing actions that then create future business success. So that's kind of how we roll, if you like, at Inspired CEOs. That's our intention. And Martin will be our game changer conversation guest. That's a mouthful. On Thursday, the 15th of July at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And he's going to be engaging us all in an interactive conversation around how to make our companies and business future fit in a world of discontinuous change. So more details for that will follow later. Plus we have an exclusive offer to end too. So stick around, folks. So main bit, no pressure, Martin. Back to you again. So no pressure.
Absolutely.
Give us a teaser, whet our appetites here. In a nutshell, tell us about your perspective on why should we pay attention to the sustainability agenda, Martin? What's the big deal here? Come on, why, we could argue that it's not so urgent right now, is it? After all, isn't this whole sustainability agenda thing just a big government piece? What's the challenge here for us to take away? Answer that for us, Martin. Over to you.
I wish we could have that argument, and that you would be right and I would be wrong. Life would be easier. You can't have that argument anymore, right? No. Look out the window. Look at what is happening around the world.
Absolutely.
We are changing the environment in a way that has never happened before, not driven by humans at any rate. And just every single month, every year, look what's happening. Wildfires in Australia and California. They're not new, but the extent of them is new. Look at the heat wave that's happening in the northwest of America and Canada at the moment. I think I heard 49.5 degrees centigrade hit in Canada yesterday. Utterly crazy. Look at what's happening to the ice caps, etc. All of this stuff we know. Look at what's happening socially as well. Do we really look around the world and say, hey, society is really cohesive, really well joined up, it's working incredibly well, there aren't any problems? I mean, no, quite the opposite. The planet is broken. Society has never been as fractured and broken. Sustainability is not, shouldn't be a buzzword, a thing that's just of the moment. This is a much bigger issue that we are looking at. I'd say we don't like using the word sustainability because it comes with too much baggage already. What we say is the system is broken, and to deny that is, quite frankly, keeping your eyes closed. We've created, we've created a global system which is about GDP, i.e. dollar maximization. Humans are dollar maximization machines, and nature is dollars sat there waiting to be created. And guess what? The system does it incredibly well. But it leaves so much behind in its wake because environmental damage, biodiversity loss, it's not priced in. Humans being treated effectively like modern day slaves isn't priced in. So guess what? We get the effects that we see. So what Future Fit is about is how do we turn that on its head? This is what the conversation will be about in 2 weeks' time.
Great.
What does it take? And how do we get to our vision, which is a world without poverty, a world without hunger, a world of inclusion, a world without climate change? All of these things can be achieved as well. So this isn't Star Trek we're creating. Okay? I mean, that'd be quite nice. But I'd love a go in the Starship Enterprise. But this
Come on, Scotty, give us more power, right?
Exactly. So that's what we need. We need more Scotties on the journey with us here. So that's our vision. That's what Future Fit's about achieving. This isn't a government cover-up agenda thing. This is real, and it's about saying if humanity wants to survive and, in fact, thrive and flourish, we've got a lot of clues to the answer, and working with others, we can show a way to that. If we don't change, we're rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, and in the next 15 plus or minus years, we are going to slam into that iceberg, and it's going to be very, very, very unpretty. I don't want that to happen.
No.
Future Fit's about trying to make sure it doesn't.
Half of London underwater and all that kind of stuff, and 49 degrees elsewhere in the world and 50 odd degrees. I get it. Okay. So, Martin, how do we, just as a final sort of teaser for us, what do we need to consider here? How real or practical is that? What do we do with it from a business perspective, Martin? Give us a taster on that.
So we know what the solutions need to look like, a lot of them, not everything. There's some stuff that does need to be, come out of the sort of the technological revolutions that are going on at the moment. But broadly, we know what these solutions look like. Take energy just as a simple, short example. There is enough renewable energy available to us economically around the world every day. Carbon Tracker did a great report on this very, very recently. Just solar and wind alone is an order of magnitude more available every day, distributed around the world than we use. Right? So we could do that. We could start burning fossil fuels with the technology we have right now.
Right now.
That would make an enormous change to climate change. Now, yes, of course, there's the infrastructure, there's the investment in making that happen. But if we really focus global government efforts on doing that over the next 5 to 10 years, we could absolutely make an enormous dent.
That's really interesting.
But you're then running into all the political and geopolitical and economical arguments, etc. We'll talk about that more. But we know what these solutions look like. We can make them happen if we want to. So that's about understanding the problem, and it's about creating the drive and the momentum. And from our perspective, the community globally to make this change happen.
Fantastic. What a great taster for us. I can't wait to hear what you've got to say.
Brilliant.
Game changer conversation on the 15th of July. So thanks, Martin. So listen, on Thursday, 15th of July, as I've just said, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., we have our Inspired CEOs Game Changer. We do a deeper dive with Martin, and this is a very topical and urgent subject, as Martin has just described. In our session on the Game Changer, we have more interactive time with Martin. We have more group engagement where we can ask questions and really dig around this subject. It's not just Martin talking to us. And, as I've said earlier, look, we invite you to, as our guest, to join us on the Game Changer conversation. It's a complimentary invite. We send it to you free of charge. That's what it means. So watch out for the link to follow in our event on the LinkedIn side of things. And we ask, all we ask is that you let us know beforehand so that we can introduce you in advance to our members so they know who you are and they will welcome you effectively, and nicely. And so what's more, if you come along on Thursday, and this whets your appetite further, then to consider joining us, for example, then we'll be delighted to speak to you to take advantage of a month's free access. Try before you buy. Actually, what could be better than that? So that means that you get experience not only to our Game Changer conversations, but you get access to our weekly problem-solving hot seat sessions, which are incredibly impactful. You have to try them to see them, or see them to try them, as it were, and you'll see immediately. And also our activation sessions, where we discuss previous sessions and we have more in-depth conversations about that, and we apply the takeaways directly to our business to keep each other accountable. And not to mention all of that, on top of all that lot, we have the group support and the networking opportunities that actively goes on inside and outside the room, although we do have a no selling policy in the room, of course. What's not to like? We think this is a no-brainer, but we would say that, wouldn't we? So come along anyway and decide for yourself. Inspired CEOs, we meet every Thursday and Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Don't worry about the details. We'll send them to you. You'll get used to it as you go along. And if you want to come along, as I said, just drop me a line, and we'll take it from there. So we're coming to a close now. So thanks to Martin for your time today. Thank you. I think that deserves another round of applause. Dunno. So oops. Oh, you got a second round of applause.
Just got a second one. Wow.
Just have to go like. So thanks again. And so that's all for now, folks. We look forward to seeing you next Thursday. It's goodbye from me and goodbye from Martin. Cheers for now. Thank you. Right, I'll just pop this on to finish.